Lerche Mørck. I'm a professor at Aarhus University. Our research project that Iram Kavaya and I study is about community formation around Islam. The two main questions are: how is it possible to move beyond gang engagement and radicalization through engagement in religious communities of practice? What are the transformative moments and movements when moving beyond radicalization and gang engagement studied in depth? The overall problem that we investigated was a crossover field between gang engagement and religious practice, a focus on religion as everyday life, and we focused on the meaning of engagement and participation in religious communities of practice across contexts such as prison, forensic psychiatry, and a mosque. The transformative force we found was linked to religiosity and boundary communities. And this research is done in a political climate where an increase in societal polarization in relation to Muslim and ethnic minorities exist, and where we have seen a stricter intervention practice targeting radicalization, crime, and gangs. Our key findings are that the most transformative moments on the negative are moments where their human and religious rights are violated. This creates a polarization, anger, and even sometimes radicalization. The pork chop movement, it is an example from a high security prison cell, where a former gang leader, he tells about how he felt one moment where he experienced radical thoughts. He tells that he had been isolated in solitary confinement for a long time, and he began to looking for signs from God. Then the prison guard put a pork chop on my plate, and then I thought to myself, this was a sign, and that he, the prison guard, should die. However, he just smiled to the guard and answers, I do not eat pork. And then, a little later, he reads an Islamic book which his father gave him. This reading is a transformative moment on the positive side, which changes his outlook and approach to Islam. So he moves away from violent and extremist thoughts and ideas about taking down the infidels to a path of practicing humility and spirituality. X obtains a deep sense of meaning in trying to become a better Muslim by a part of becoming part of forensic psychiatry. The head nurse made it clear for him when he arrived. If you do good, you can earn new rights, such as right for more freedoms. This transformative moment is not just a moment, it's a movement, and it's conducted through the repeated daily engagement of becoming a good Muslim, changing the way he walks, the way he talks, the way he prays, the way he helps others, and the way he seeks people which are good for him to get into relationship with them. The best tips for good practice that we can give practitioners are these. First, find creative ways to move beyond polarization in us versus them. Find concrete ways to show that you do not reproduce the societal dominating, suspicious, stigmatizing gaze on Islam and Muslims. Secondly, create trust and hope and feelings of belonging by showing that religious engagement is legitimate part as of your institution. Third, create and recognize possibilities of doing good. Through collaborative processes of co-production, we saw how you, in collaboration about something concrete, actually can show that you recognize the inmates and the patients as human beings whose voice is valued, and that they get to know that can get access to influence their everyday life. It can be small efforts, like involving them buying a new barbecue for the preparation of food for eat, or it can be longer co-engagement processes, which involve formulating a patient manifest and co-creating new responsible boundary positions, such as a position as a spokesperson, who actually also can participate in job interviews when new staff is hired. Thank you for listening to our research results.